Happy New Year and welcome to 2024. There's some important dates that I want to highlight in this video as we go into 2024. Now, the first date you need to know is today, January 1st. You get an additional $7,000 for your tax-free savings account. So if you're over the age of 18, you get $7,000 of additional contribution room. This is on top of anything you haven't used in the past, as well as if you took money out of your tax-free savings account in 2023, today's the day that you get that contribution room back. So for an example, if you had maxed out your tax-free savings account last year in 2023, but at some point throughout the year you took out $10,000 for something in need. Right now, you could put back in that $10,000 plus your new $7,000 of contribution room, meaning that you could put in $17,000 in that case. So again, understand how much you haven't used in the past or if you've taken any money out. If you're uncertain around your tax-free savings account limit, the place to check that is your Service Canada website or CRA website. That will outline what your tax-free savings account. Now, if you check it early in the year, just be aware that until you file your taxes, they won't have your TFSA data for 2023. So if it says you have $25,000 of room, but you know that you put in $10,000 last year, you're only going to have $15,000 plus the new $7,000 of contribution room here for 2024. So make sure you spend some time, understand your contribution room. Your tax-free savings account is a very, very powerful savings tool, and we're going to do a lot of videos on the tax-free savings account throughout 2024 to help put you in a better position. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy these videos, hit like as well. It does help get these videos out to more people. January 1st is also the day that you get an additional $8,000 to your first home savings account here in Canada. So if you're someone that qualifies as a first-time home buyer and the first home saving account would qualify for you, understand what this account is. If you plan to buy a house in the near future, this may be a great savings tool. It's kind of a combination of an RRSP and a TFSA as far as the tax break going in and the tax savings coming out. So learn what that account is if you're in the market to buy a home in the near future. A big change for 2024 is the RRSP deadline. So the RRSP deadline is always 60 days past year end, and typically that's March 1st. But 2024 is a leap year, meaning that the RRSP deadline is February 29th this year. So make sure you don't wait to March 1st. Any contributions March 1st or beyond can only count for 2024 or a future year. If you want to make a contribution to count for last year, 2023, make sure to get that in by February 29th and ideally a few days early. You don't want to bump up right against the deadline, but February 29th is the deadline this year, so make sure you put that in your calendar as well. When we look at income tax filing, dates the same as last year, previous years. April 30th is the tax filing deadline for 2024, so make sure you complete your income tax return by that date. A lot of government benefits, subsidies, that kind of stuff are based on your tax return. So if you're not up to date on your tax return, you may not get some of these benefits, including the new dental benefit. So make sure you file your tax return on time. April 30th, 2024 is the deadline this year. Now, a few key dates around old age security. So old age security is paid out if you're collecting it on a monthly basis, but every quarter they review it and make any adjustments based on changes or increases to CPI. So every January, April, July, and October, they will adjust the payment up based on CPI. So it is something that will be adjusted on a quarterly basis, whereas your CPP and many other benefits are on an annual basis, and typically they're halfway through the year in July because they make the adjustment after you do your tax return. The last set of dates are probably the most important as we go into 2024. We've had a spike, a run up in interest rates, and 2024, we expect rates to start coming down. So when are the times and dates that the Bank of Canada comes out to make these announcements? So I want to highlight these to make sure that you're tuning in because these could have a huge impact on you. If someone with a mortgage or debt, it's going to hopefully reduce that debt payment over time because the interest rates hopefully will be coming down. If you're someone that's saving, you're in retirement mode, you have money in GICs or savings account, as interest rates come down, your ability to earn that 4, 5, 6% that we've been seeing the last 12 to 18 months is going to come down as well. So interest rates are going to be a hot topic as we go through 2024. So here's the dates that you need to know. So interest rate announcements and the monetary policy report will come out always on Wednesday. So January 24th, March 6th, April 10th, June 5th, July 24th, September 4th, October 23rd, and December 11th. Now, one change heading into 2024 versus 2023 is the announcement's going to be made at 9:45 a.m. Eastern time. It was typically 10 a.m. They're bumping it back 15 minutes. It's just a better time, they feel. And so 9:45 a.m. Eastern time on these dates is when we're going to have announcements around the interest rate. So make sure you stay tuned. We hope to see and we expect to see interest rates come down this year. I will be tuning into all these events as we go throughout the year. So please join me for those. And we'll have updates as we go on this channel as interest rates come down, how that affects you, things to consider as rates change throughout 2024. So as we go into the new year, my goal this year personally on this channel is to hit 100,000 subscribers. And we're very close to that. And if all of you subscribed, we'd be way past that because over 50% of you are still not subscribed to the channel. So take a second, hit the subscribe button. I do appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.